Hello, hockey fans. February 27th, we had 10 games on the board. I'll review those scores quickly, and then I'll do the picks for Friday night hockey. There's only 5 games on Friday, a couple pretty exciting ones, but review the scores first. On the 27th, there were 10 games. First, we had the Rangers taking on Montreal. The Rangers ended up winning, staying strong, won 5-2. Game 2, we had Chicago and Tampa. Tampa looked like they were going to come out and finally win a game, and then Chicago scored 5 unanswered goals in the third period to win 5-2. Toronto over Florida 5-3. Dallas put up a fight but lost by 1 to Boston 4-3. Big surprise to everyone, I'm sure. Vancouver lost to Ottawa 5-2. Minnesota absolutely dominated over Detroit 1-7-1. The Islanders looked like they were going to beat St. Louis, and St. Louis pulled the goalie extra attacker and put the game into overtime, and then Islanders lost in overtime. Same with the Calgary game. Calgary thought they had that one. Nashville tied it with very little time left into overtime and won 4-3. Winnipeg over Washington 3-0. And New Jersey had a 2-0 lead and ended up losing the game 3-2. So my bet has actually dropped to 5-4, current 3-game losing streak. For the day, I was 5-5. For the extra bets on the side bet I took the Rangers money line, which I got. Dallas plus 1.5, which I got correct. Vancouver minus 1.5, I got that one wrong. And the Islanders money line, I got that one wrong. So it was an okay day, nothing great. February 28th, 5 games. We've got the New York Rangers against the Philadelphia Flyers. Philadelphia 7-3-0 in their last 10, current 4-game winning streak, third in the Metropolitan. Hart has been confirmed to be in net for Philadelphia. Their last game, the Flyers beat San Jose 4-2. The Rangers, 9-1-0 in their last 10, current 5-game winning streak. Lundqvist is probable in net for the Rangers, and their last game was a win against Montreal 5-2. The Rangers sit 4 points behind the Islanders. The Rangers currently hold the longest current winning streak in the East. Philly leads the season series 1-0 with a 5-1 win in December. Philly's 22-5-4 at home. Philly's rested. I look Philly to snap the Rangers streak here. I'm going to take Philly as my first pick to beat the Rangers. Game 2, we've got Minnesota and Columbus, a bit of a rematch. Columbus in their last 10, they're 1-4-5, current 1-game losing streak. Korpisalo is probable in net for Columbus. Holding the second wild card position currently. Their last game was a loss to Minnesota 5-4. Minnesota 6-3-1 in their last 10, 2-game winning streak. Stay locked, probable in net. 3 points behind Calgary for that wild card spot. And current 1 game, their last game was a win over Detroit 7-1. Minnesota won the only game these teams have played each other, 5-4 February in Minnesota. Minnesota's looking good. Dumba's looking good. Fiala, Stahl, Hartman. I mean, they've got a lot of talent on that team. I'd look them to come into Columbus and win the game. Second pick, Minnesota to beat Columbus. Third game, Colorado against Carolina. Carolina in their last 10, they're 5-4-1. Current 1-game losing streak. Nedeljkovic is probable in net for Carolina. They're 4 points behind the Islanders. Their last game was a loss to Dallas 4-1. Colorado 7-2-1, current 4-game winning streak. Second in the Central. Frank Kuz is probable in net for Colorado. And their last game was a win over Buffalo 3-2. The Hurricanes won 3-1 in December to give them the lead in the series. Colorado has won 6 straight road games. This streak is tied for the second longest streak in the league this season. I don't see it continuing. I see Carolina winning at home. Carolina, third pick to beat Colorado. Fourth game, Buffalo against Vegas. Vegas 8-1-1 in their last 10. Current 7-game winning streak. They're first in the Pacific. Fleury's probable in net for Vegas. Their last game, the Golden Knights defeated Edmonton 3-0. Buffalo 6-3-1, current 1-game losing streak. Hutton is probable in net. Their last game was a loss to Colorado 3-2. The Sabres lead the season series 1-0 with a 4-2 win in January. Buffalo played well against Colorado. Vegas has the longest current winning streak in the West with 7, going for 8. St. Louis is close behind them with 6, but currently Vegas has the longest winning streak. I'm going to call this one to be snapped as well. I'm going to say Buffalo, the visiting team, beats Vegas. Fifth game, Pittsburgh against Anaheim. Anaheim 3-4-3, current 1-game winning streak. Gibson is probable in net. Their last game Was a Ducks an overtime win against Edmonton 4-3. Pittsburgh 4-5-1 in their last 10, current 4-game losing streak, second in the Metropolitan. Murray's probable in net. Last game was a loss to Los Angeles 2-1. The Penguins lead the season series 1-0 with a 2-1 win back in October. Pittsburgh's going to start dropping in the standings if they don't get their act together. And I'm sure Crosby is hoping that the puck bounces a little more in his favor than it did when they played Los Angeles. I saw that one go off the post and then like a curling rock across the entire, blue line of the net. It was crazy. Anyway, I'm going to call Pittsburgh here. Pittsburgh to beat Anaheim. So some side bets I'm placing. I'm doing the Carolina Hurricanes money line. I'm doing Minnesota Wild money line. And I'm doing over on the Rangers and the Flyers, individual bets, and then parlaying those. And then just to review the picks that I'm doing for the 28th, I'm taking Philly to beat the Rangers. I'm taking Minnesota to beat Columbus, Carolina to beat Colorado, Buffalo to beat Vegas, Pittsburgh to beat Anaheim. And my best bet, I'm going to call Philly to beat the Rangers. Hope everyone has a great Friday, that their week has been well. Hope your picks are going well, and thanks for watching.